And we are going live. You might have to accept that we're going live. I'm so excited. All right. Here we go. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Making sure I got everything set up. Welcome to the Fall Garment Make-Along, End of Make-Along celebration. This is a, oh gosh, I can't think of another word beside unprecedented, but it's so overused. But this is the first time that we are doing a Zoom to YouTube live broadcast. So if anything is like strange today, bear with us. I have some special guests today who are going to show off their makes from the Fall Garment Make-Along in just a second. Toasters decided now's a good time to start snoring. Hey from Colorado, hey from Tennessee, hey from Canada, welcome. Let us know where you're watching from today. And I definitely want to know what fall garments you have been making or working on or getting done or just knitting and crocheting on. I'm excited to hear about that. So we are going to, in just a second, have our guests show off all of their different makes. And I am later, when we're done, I am going to have a update to the description box of this video. Right now it has nothing. And I'm going to include all the projects that our guests talk about, all the projects that I'm going to talk about, and I will have links to like the Ravelry pages where all of the fall garment stuff has been happening. And in case that you are coming across this for the first time, this is the end of a make-along celebration. This make-along is over, but we will be doing it again next year. This is the second annual Fall Garment Make-Along, and we will have another one very, very soon in the next year. Let's see, where's everyone watching from? Hey, from West Virginia, Michigan, California, Canada, oh, Ottawa, Canada, Buenos Aires. Oh, so cool. Hey, from Tennessee, hey, from Germany. Are y'all knitting and crocheting right now? Hi from upstate New York, Alexandria, Virginia, Ohio, Belgium. Oh my gosh. Hi from Ireland. Welcome, everyone. All right, let's get into our main event. Think of this like we're having a fashion show. Is what I feel like. We're gonna have a fashion show to show off all of our garments, and I've got people here in person to show them to you. So I am super excited. All right, my Zoomers here, are you ready? I am going to see if that switches everything. I hope it does. This is the first time we're doing this, so I'm like, how does it look? How does it appear? But everyone, I have, how many people do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. I have 17 special guests with me here today. So if y'all will wave and say hi to everybody. And if it doesn't work now that they can see all of you, then that's okay. We will get your introductions when it comes up. Oh, it does work. Perfect. Okay. So yeah. We have some special guests with us here today. They are going to be sharing the different garments that they have been working on or finishing over the past 3 months, almost 3 months. It wasn't quite a 3-month make-along. So without further ado, I am going to let them take over, and we are going to go through several of our friends here today to show off their garments. And don't forget, I am going to have like lists of the things that they've worked on after we're done today. So it's not going to be up right now. If you're like, wait, what was that? What did they say? I'm going to have it up later on in order of presentation. All right. So we're going to start with Beth. Beth, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go for it.
Hello, everyone. I am Beth, and I am coming to you from the Eastern Shore of Maryland today. And I've got a couple sweaters to talk about. I'm an avid test knitter and sample knitter. So the sweater that I'm wearing right now is called Glitz and Glamour. And it is by Leslie Ann Robinson, who is KnitGraffiti on Instagram and everywhere else. And she actually has a book coming out at the end of December called Brioche Knitting for Beginners and Beyond. And this sweater is in that book. She's given me the okay to post about it on Instagram and that sort of thing. So I knit this. This is a 3-color moss brioche stitch here. And there's more brioche at the bottom. There's photos on my Instagram, which is MD Quilter. And I used Magpie Fibers Swanky Sock. And the colors I used are Mesa, Desert Rose, and Tenderness, which are the 3 different rusty peaches. And then Free Fallen is the blue. And it has a cute little detail with all the colors here on the sleeve as well. And it was a lot of fun to make. So I did that. The fall garment make along kind of helped me finish it because I had it halfway done and then I finished the sleeves on it and was able to wear it at Rhinebeck. And then my other fall garment make along project was my actual Rhinebeck sweater, which was Illuminate. And this is a pattern by Andrea Mowry, Drea Renee Knits, and I knit this using Spin Cycle Nocturne in the all-nighter colorway, and then Magpie Fibers Feather, which is the lighter mohair yarn. And I used the colors a little bit bougie and Pretty in Pink held together for the lighter stripe. So that was a super fun knit as well with the color work and the stripes and using the 2 different types of textures of yarn together. That's it.
Yeah. Someone said, I love that sweater, but 3-color brioche sounds hard.
It's not. Leslie's a great teacher. So I definitely suggest the book when it comes out because it's got great projects and there's 3 different levels in there of the project. So she helps you build on your skills. So
what was the book called again?
It's called Brioche Knitting Beginners and Beyond.
Very cool. Thank you so much, Beth, for starting us out.
Thanks.
And we are going to go to our next person. Oh, I hope you guys are enjoying this because it's so much fun to bring on more people and let other people talk. And I'm just like watching. It's so great. Okay, our next person is going to be Anne. Let me bring you up. You ready, Anne?
I'm ready. I hate to follow Beth, but anyway, my name is Anne. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I thought I was going to finish another sweater, but I didn't get it finished. But I did get my folded poncho, which is on Church Mouse. The yarn I got at Black Mountain, which yarn shop, which is a great yarn shop in North Carolina, where I'm going again in a couple of weeks. And the yarn is Con Blue. It's got speckles in it, which so you don't have to do it. Even though I'm following Beth and her great stuff, this is knit 50 inches, and it is done in stockinette stitch, so it does take quite a while to make. But I probably have 10 of these, and I do wear these in the winter because in the winter, Nashville is really not that cold. But anyway, try it and have a good knitting day.
Thank you, Anne. I love your poncho. It seemed like a good, like, kind of, I don't want to say easy, but like a calm knit, like a, what's the right word? Like a good TV movie kind of a knit to do.
It is.
I love that. Thank you, Anne. All right, next up we have Lori. Let me find you, Lori. You ready?
Yes. Yeah, so I'm Laurie or Lort Creations on Instagram. And I have 2 sweaters today. One of them I'm just going to show by phone because I don't have it with me because it has already gone to the recipient. But if that works, this is the Radari. It's an Eastex pattern. It's just a very classic Icelandic lopapeysa. and it was maybe one of the most complicated color work knits I've ever done. It features like 3-color color work at some points. And it is done in Knit Pick Swish Worsted, I think. It was actually a very fun knit. I tried to learn how to add short rows within color work. That didn't turn out very well, but it's okay. And my second sweater is this. I literally just started the color work on this last night / this morning. And this is just going to be a Christmas sweater pattern. I have a whole section of color work that I'm planning for the bottom, and this is going to just be my pattern. Every single detail is going to be my Ravelry if you ever want to make it exactly the same size as I do or want to edit it. So yeah.
That's really pretty. Actually, we could see the picture you showed really well. So that worked out perfect.
Oh.
Love that. And in case you can see here, as people are watching, you can see our guest speakers' names, and most of them have their Instagram handle too in their like name bar. It's on the bottom left. So if you're like, oh, I want to I want to go see this in a picture on Instagram, you can look at their Instagram handle down in the bottom and follow them that way. All right. Thank you so much, Lori. Next up, we have Courtney.
Hey.
Hello.
I'm going to set my shawlography aside. My first sweater, both of these are whips. I haven't finished them. This is called the Winter League Pullover. I literally just have the collar left to do, but it's this really, really gorgeous yarn from Stonehenge Fiber Mill in Michigan. I got it when I was on vacation, and it's called Cherry's Jubilee. It's this really, really pretty yarn, and it knit up really, really quickly into a chunky sweater, but I've just not gotten the motivation to do the collar yet. So that's the first one. The second one I am working on is a baby set I'm actually expecting. So this is my little baby's first outfit. It is called Ellen's Coming Home Set. I'm sorry, I don't remember the designer, but Natalie will link it. I finished the sweater, and I finished the pants in one leg. I have to fold this over, but I have another leg left to do on the little pants. And this is an undyed yarn. I got it on Etsy from Browning and Wolf. And it's just an undyed wool yarn. But yeah, I thought they're both turning out really cute, and the sweater's so adorable.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For you. I think that the baby set is from Petite Knit.
Yes, Petite Knit, that's what it is. Thank you.
That's super cute. Thank you so much, Courtney.
Thank you.
Okay, our next person is Mariette.
Hi there, my name is Mariette. I'm coming to you from South Africa. I've knitted 2 garments for the full garment make-along. The one was a whip of a few days. It is the Larimar Tea by Lana. I don't know how to pronounce her surname. She's Lana Craft on Ravelry. But I just made a few modifications. I made this in a 4-ply bamboo cotton mix, which is actually a local yarn to South Africa. It's called Moya Shimmer. So I had to make a few calculations to get the stitch counts and everything right for it. But it was worth it. It's very beautiful summer top. And then I made another one in 100% cotton yarn, but this was just pulled out of my thumb type of knitting. Made lots of mistakes, ripped back heaps of times, but at least I've finished it, and I'm very happy with how it came out. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That looks so good. So for a few of our guests today, they have done some personal patterns. So we're going to link their project pages. So you can go see like how they did, what it looks like and everything. All right, the next person is Terry.
Hi, everybody. I'm Terry, and I'm coming to you from outside Fort Worth, Texas. And I'm going to share with you the sweater that I made for my husband. It's the first thing a garment that I've ever made for my husband. And I think this is called the Dalvik, V-I-K. It's a drops design. And he really liked the color palette of the pattern. So I just bought the kit. It's a drops charisma, 100% wool yarn. And the challenge, my husband's really narrow waisted and broad chested, so I had to modify the sweater as I was making it. Started out bottom up, which I've never knitted a bottom up sweater before, so that was a new thing. And so I had to make the waist up until the yoke a size medium, and then but have to increase while I was going up the body. And then I had to make sure I had enough counts for a large chest. So I was challenged with making bottom up because you can't try it on. You can't tell if it's going to fit. And so it was a little bit of a nerve-wracking, made me anxious from time to time. But this is the sweater, and it actually fit him perfectly. He loves it. He wears it every day. We've had some really cool, chilly mornings in Texas, and I'm really happy that he enjoys it. That's the best reward anybody can have as a knitter, right? So that's my project for finished garment. For the fall garment make-a-lot. Thanks.
It looks so good, and your shawlography is looking fabulous.
Oh, thank you. I want to say, Natalie, that you put out a video about how you would taper and change your A-line when you were making sweaters, and that video is what I used to modify this sweater. So thank you for the good instruction in that video.
Well, you're welcome. And I'm impressed with your interpretation of that, because sometimes I feel like when I explain things, it's a lot of interpretation is left on the table. So I'm impressed with what you've done. It's such a beautiful sweater. Okay, let's see who we have next. Next up, we have Marissa. And hi, Marissa.
Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm Marissa. I am from Alexandria, Virginia. My Instagram handle is Citroma Knits. I am first showing you the Crush sweater by Anna Johanna. It's a little hard to show because it's a massive sweater, but it's one color brioche, and it's my first sweater with pockets. So that's the pockets on the bottom there. The majority of it is in Miss Babs, Rock Sparrow, EK Weight. And then the pockets are in a mixture of Banos de Uruguay and also Passion Knits yarn. And then during the remaining 2 months of our garment make-along, I focused on a wardrobe for the Hoki Locatelli fall knit-along. So I'm not going to go into great detail about the other patterns. They're not garment patterns, but just as a side note, I have the caramel sauce socks, and I have the Forever and Ever cowl. But then the capping part for the garment make-along was the garment, the cedar pullover, also by Hoki Locatelli, which I'm wearing today. This is a mixture of periwinkle, sheep yarns, the loops and thread wool-like yarn. Yes, I included a little acrylic to it, and the BC Garn Tussauds silk for the orange and blue that's all over the sweater.
That's awesome. I love that you have like a full Hohi, like not quite head to toe, but like head to fingertips. You have a whole wardrobe. I love that.
Thank you. It's fun to establish.
Thank you so much, Marissa. All right. Next, we have Wendy. Hi, Wendy.
Hello. My name is Wendy. I am in just south of Wichita, Kansas. My first garment is my Montestria. It's a crocheted shirt by Expression Fiber Arts. This is made with Malabrigo Machita yarn. My second one, which is my very first sweater ever, is my Vigue sweater. And this is my very first ever sweater. Opted for short sleeves on it. And this is made with Yarn Bee yarns.
That's very impressive that that's your first sweater. That's awesome.
I figured if I'm gonna go big, I might as well go big.
Yes, no fear. I love that. Thank you so much, Wendy. Next, we have Anastasia. And
Hi, I'm Anastasia, and I'm from Moscow, Russia, basically like mere outsides of Moscow. So it's 10 something p.m. right now here, so I'm sorry that it's so dark. My jumper is Wool and Honey by Andrea Mowry, and this jumper is basically the reason why I wanted to learn to knit, and I started knitting 6 months ago. It took me 2 months to make it, and I'm just so happy I did. And after 2 months of garter stitching, I decided that I needed quick make, and I made myself the Diamonds Not Pearls jumper by the Australian designer called Abby Maid. This is my favorite, absolute favorite pattern. It's the 5th time I'm making it. I've done it as 2 times as tops, both for me and for my sister, and as jumpers. I made both of my jumpers from Holst Garn. This one is Holst Super Soft, and this one is Holst Tides with the one with wool and silk. So this is Tunisian entrelac, and it's made with the regular hook, so you don't need a special hook, and you held about like up to 10 stitches on the hook, so any hook will go. And it's made in like small diamonds, and seriously, it has the best fit I've ever had, and this is my go-to pattern when I just want to make a quick relaxing jumper and have this quick sense of accomplishment something. So totally recommended both of the patterns.
that's beautiful. I did not realize you've only been knitting for 6 months. That's so impressive.
You were my inspiration to start knitting.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, there's a couple people that are saying, wow, 6 months. I think knitting a sweater in 2 months is good to like amazing. I think that's the right timeline. If you're knitting faster than that, like amazing. Absolutely amazing.
You can crochet a jumper in like less than 3 weeks.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. That's a really pretty Tunisian pattern. It looks like it flows so nicely. I love it. Thank you, Anastasia. Okay, we have a couple more people. Next up, we have Santiago.
I am Santiago. I'm from Washington State, middle of the state, essentially. And I have I have a sweater and 2 shawls, one that I'm mid-row on. Thanks, Stephen West. But I have the gold wing, I think. I'm like 12 and a half rounds into the yoke. So it's top down, thankfully. First colorwork yoke ever. It's really fun. You can't really see it, but there is a decent amount of contrast between the two. It's a rust orange and like a gray. And then that's my sweater. And then I just finished, let me move my shawlography. My Stephen West shawl from last year. I started this in May and just finished it last week, and I am obsessed with it. That's the slip extravaganza. It was his mystery knit along from last year, and I'm obsessed with it. I wear it every single day. It's so cold here. It's great because we're getting into winter, but it's cold. Spring needs to hurry itself up. Thank you.
Thank you, Santiago. I love that you said spring needs to hurry and it's not even winter. Like technically it's still fall. I love that. I mean, so we know that like shawls are often as much knitting as a garment. That is like an undeniable fact.
That is very true because I'm working on I'm mid-row, but that's my shawlography. And I was trying to finish this one before this one started, but no, I started this on October 8th. I am like 2 repeats into Clue 2. Going great. I like, hopefully this one doesn't take me another 5 months. Because that one was a beast with that huge, like that one was one that you were trying to get done by the end of the year and that just like completely didn't happen.
Exactly. I do think
knitting with a garment.
Yes, I do think this one was a little bit more manageable and a little bit less knitting.
Because that one is just like so outside of my like typical like I'm gonna do this. But this one, I feel like it's more smooth. Like all the sections go together. This one, the sections went together, but it was just like so many different things going on. This one is probably like 5 times more than that because there's 13 sections, I think, 12 sections, something like that. It's absurd.
It is.
Hopefully this one I can get done by Christmas if I work on it. So
yeah, I think that's doable.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay, our last guest is Margaret.
Hello. Hi, everybody. So I'm going to throw you a curveball, Natalie, because I found another garment that I was knitting, but I wanted to show this one. This is Tin Can Knits, just a flax. I modified it just to take the, oh, I forgot to say who I am. Hi, I'm Margaret. I'm from Michigan. Sorry, I watched everybody else and I forgot the rules. I'm from Southwest Michigan. I've been knitting for about 1.5 years, but I crocheted for a really long time before then. So it feels like I've been knitting for longer than that. But I started this flax and it's marled with black. So it's black cotton and then Barocco cotton. So it's going along pretty fast. I should probably just finish it because I'm almost done with it, but at least the body on it. But then this is the one that I started at the beginning of the garment make along, and this one is an obsession for a while, and then I got distracted as I do because knitting is fun to cast on new stuff. But this is the Lace and Cable by Adeline 2. I don't know if it's showing up. It's really, because it's cables, it's really hard to see how pretty it is, but it ends up being a really pretty drapey pattern. I'm using some yarn that I got when I went to the Michigan Fiber Festival, and it's Bewitched Pigments, but it's this really pretty gray and then like a blue. So blending those together. So
those are awesome. Those are beautiful. I got the other pattern written down as you said it. So
thank you. They're both in my Ravelry, and Twisting Stitcher is my Instagram and my Ravelry. So if anybody's looking for a detail.
Perfect. Okay. Hold on. We had one request to see something again. Santiago, Linda asked if you could show your shawlography again real quick.
Oh yeah, it's mid-row, but it is super pretty. So that's the center, and that is the wedges, and then the 3 stripes, and then the I-cord. Shrimps, loops, they were annoying. And then the slip stitch columns, that's what I'm working on right now. I'm mid-purl row, not having fun. I mean, I'm having fun, but it's a beast.
Thank you so much. It looks good. I love your colors.
Yeah, I love the colors too. And they're Malabrigo.
Nice. They look great. Thank you so much.
My social extravaganza was also Malabrigo. So I'm like gonna wrap myself up in like so much merino. It's crazy.
I love that. Well, okay. everyone that's on YouTube right now, if you can just say a big round of applause and thank you to all of our guests for being on here today, because this is a big thing. I have, by the way, if you're on Zoom, I have everyone shown right now, just FYI, so you can like wave, say hi, whatever you want. But just thank you all so much for being on here. I know it's a big task to get up and talk live to people. We have 97 people watching us today. And so that's super exciting. And I can't thank you enough for coming on here with me. I think this was really cool, and we'll definitely have to do more stuff like this, whether we get on to Zoom just as a private event or to do some more guest things on YouTube, because it's so much more fun to get to talk to you all live. I didn't show everyone because some of our guests didn't want to share their projects live. They just wanted to come and hang out and chat, which is perfectly okay. But don't worry, I didn't leave anyone out. So I am going to go into a portion where I'm going to share some things and share the prizes. So Zoom guests, you're welcome to stay on here and hang out, or if you want to transfer over to YouTube, whatever you want to do is totally fine. But I'm going to just say thank you and bye to y'all for now and start talking to YouTube. But if you're still here, I also say bye to you at the end as well. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let me get my screen nice and big, and we are going to do some prizes here in a second. I am like so unreasonably proud of myself for getting all the prizes drawn and ready in time, yes, to share on the live. So we're going to do that in a second, but I wanted to show off my garments too. And if you're watching on YouTube, will you let us know what garments you were working on during the make along and what you got done? I would love to hear about that. So this was my most successful fall garment make along year yet. I know it's only the second year, but last year I was like, okay, it's a 3-month make along. I'm going to make 3 garments, like 1 per month. I don't know what I was thinking, because that's really a lot of knitting. And I started the Weekender light, and I finished it like, I was looking today, I think I started it in August and I finished it like late in November. And no regrets with that, because I love that sweater. I actually wore it earlier this week, but I just had 1 garment I worked on the whole time. This year, I had some extra motivation because of Rhinebeck, and I had like 1 sweater I was doing alongside with a friend. Another sweater I was like really excited about because I designed it with Bellish. And then I had my long summer cardigan class. I had lots of like motivation and other things going on, which was really, really fun. So my garments this year, I have 2 finished ones. And you have seen these, so I'm just going to go over them really quickly. But this one is Lume. My friend Rebecca and I knit these for Rhinebeck, and they were very, very warm on that day. We both had the same main color, and then she had a beautiful cream and I have a pink. And these projects, I'll make sure to link to, they're on my Ravelry page. I think this was called like, what was it? Wool something, I can't remember, but it was nice to work with, definitely like a woolier wool. I think my favorite of the ones that I finished, well, there's only 2 of them, is this. This is my Bellish, my Butterswatch sweater, which I designed with the Bellish app. And I used a DK weight yarn that I'd had in stash for 8 years or something, like a super long time, that I just couldn't find anything that it looked good in. And so I paired it with a mohair that I got at Knitty City here in New York City. And it was like it's called Knitty City Light. So it was like no, I can't remember. It was definitely like a silver core with like black mohair. And then it had flashes of pink and blue, like the city lights. And there was probably like 20 to 30 skeins of it. And you could tell it had been there for a little while. Like they had done a special thing and they ordered the yarn and then people bought it. And then it had just been on the shelf for a while. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I just love this yarn. I kept sharing about it. And then I went in to get more of it, and it was gone. It was all sold. So I was like, oh my gosh, there was so much of this yarn. What happened in the store owner was like, I don't know, people have been coming in for it lately. And I was like, he's like, I don't know why. And I was like, I wonder if it's us. I wonder if we sold out Knitty City of this yarn. I like to think that it is. But that was a really fun one. And I have some good news if you've been wanting to make this butterswatch sweater, because I did make a lot of modifications from the original pattern. I'm working with Bellish on getting it published more as like a pattern with the different sizes. It's going to take a while, like it's going to be into next year. But you can right now follow my Ravelry notes, but hopefully in the next few months or so, we'll have something a little more established as a pattern. So if you want to make DK weight and mohair cardigan, really simple, then we will have that for you. Okay, let me see what I've missed, what y'all have been working on. The Friday sweater by Petite Knits for your 5-month-old son. Oh, that's so sweet, Courtney. Valerie made the broadleaf sweater, falling leaves, and a love note. Wow, that's impressive. Nicole's working on the newspaper pullover by Joji Locatelli. I have my eye on that one too. I liked that a lot. Hey, Allison, working on the long summer cardigan, 2 bean and olives, and a bean and olive grown up. Wow, that's so awesome. We are worldwide knitters. I know, it's so fun to have people from all over. Christine worked on a flax light, first sweater ever. You had to frog it 3 times, but now you're on the right track. Hey, that's good. I think that's awesome. I have rarely started a project that I haven't had to start over at least one time. Heidi, you just finished the Ice Fall by Tin Can Knits and a scrappy jumper. Oh, that sounds really nice. Oh, you guys have so many great patterns. Regina, I know, I'm sorry you didn't get to join us on Zoom, but next time for sure. Oh yes, and this was my first color work yoke. It was. I learned a lot of things from that. Knitted 8 pair of vanilla socks. That's awesome. You started shawlography, 2/3 of the way, finished with Weekender. Oh, you did a lot. See, that's the thing. It's like, maybe you're not in the mood for garments, and so you don't knit any garments during the fall garment make along, but you come hang out with us. That's also great. I love that too. Diana said, I started knitting sometime this year because I wanted knit socks. I made 5 to 6 pairs. So I thought, why not start a sweater with the make along? I started the flax light pullover and I'm halfway through. That is so awesome. Oh, Wendy, you're also working on the flax light. That's great. This is your first year knitting sweaters too, right? Okay, that's super awesome. And then I have one more sweater to show, and then I will do the prizes. I promise. This was actually the first sweater that I started, but it is the one with the most knitting because it's fingering weight. It's super big, and there's a lot of twisted rib and flat twisted rib. So you have to do purl through the back loop on the wrong side, which is like a lot. It's a lot. I know Allison said she was working on the long summer cardigan too. I want to say Beth might be working on the long summer cardigan, or was, or finished. Yes. Beth's here on Zoom, so she just gave me a thumbs up. So I have a whip still for my long summer cardigan. I just started on the 5th of 7 pink fade colors. Whitney from Moonglow, I just saw that I have a stain on my shirt. Whitney from Moonglow Yarn Company developed this pink fade with me. And so it's the Love and Stitches fade kits. So it's really fun. And I'm going to have a lot of yarn left from these colors because they're only 50 grams, which is a lot of yarn. And this doesn't take very much. So I'm probably going to have to do something like really fun with just the pinks and not the gray in between. So my goal for this is to finish it by the end of the year, which I thought was going to be like, I would have to put no effort into that because it seemed so far away. And now I'm realizing that it's like November 7th or something. Yeah, November 7th. And starting December 1st, I have like 2 advents, several pairs of socks to make, and all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, wait a second, I need to finish this like ASAP. So I need to write up a plan here for getting that one done. But I am very happy with my fall garment make along makes this year, I feel like, you know, well and above what I did last year. And that's what I wanted to do. So I'm happy with that. Hey, from Germany, I'm knitting the long summer cardigan for myself, and I started the flax for my husband. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the gray color is Aspen. If you're ever looking for a nice light gray, this is a great gray. And I'm using her 2-ply, I think it's an 80-20, 2-ply 80-20 base, which I'm really liking as a sweater. It's really nice to knit with. Amanda says, hey, from Alabama, I'm working on the autumn tweed pullover by Twin Stitches Designs. I just finished the colorwork chart for the yoke. This is my first sweater and I'm so excited. That's awesome, Amanda. I love that you're doing a colorwork sweater for your first sweater. That's awesome. Very impressive. I love that. Okay, so I would love to share the prizes with you. We have a ton of prizes for this last month, which started October 10th through November 6th. And I have put together a little slideshow so I can actually show you what the prizes are as I share them. So we're going to cross all our fingers and toes that it works. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to tell you what they are. So let me see if I can get that pulled up and show you. And I'm going to try to do it without spoiling who our winners are by accidentally showing you the winners right away. So, dun, da, da, da. Excellent. All right, let's go through the winners here. And perfect. Okay, so on Ravelry, we had 1,843 entries. That's a lot just for this month, which is amazing. And I had 5 Ravelry winners for our different prizes. So the first winner is going to get, hold on, sorry, I have these on 2 different places. The first winner is going to get this French lavender sock set from Leap of Faith Yarns. I hope you like purple. This is so pretty. I love this set. And that winner is post 12, hold on, sorry, I have a hard time with numbers. Post 1,209, S Eclipse or S Eclipse. Luckily I have it right here so you can see exactly if you are the winner, but you have won this prize. And all the winners, if you can send me an email, my email is natalie@knittynatty.com. Nice and easy. If you can send me an email, that will help me get you connected with the person donating your prize. Our next prize is this beautiful skein of Copper Kiss from Moonglow Yarn Company. It is a fingering weight cashmerino blend. And the winner of this is post 858, new CS. That's your Ravelry username. So congratulations, send me an email as well. We had such good prizes this whole make along. I was so excited to see all the things that we had. Our next prize is from Northern Swan Creates, and it is a zippered project bag that is going to be your choice of which fabric design you get. This is just one of many. She has lots of fun sayings, lots of bold prints, so you'll get to choose. And that winner is post 1489, Sarah R. Miller. And our next prize is from Mindfulness Makes. And this is a charm set. You can choose your own set of 4 charms. These are super adorable. I love these ones. And the winner is post 1280 Turtle Burger was your username. Thought that was really cute. This is a really cute username. So you'll get to pick out 4 charms. And I will also go, when I edit the description box for this video, I'll make sure to link all of our sponsors. So if you see something cute that you want, you can go easily to their website. And our last Ravelry prize is from the Little Wolf Knits. This is just a sample of her amazing yarn, but it is a $50 gift card that you get to spend as you choose. And the winner is post 547, Courtney Bree, who I think was on here on Zoom. So yay, you are one of our winners. All right, next up we have Instagram prizes. And I was able to grab your post and put it on here too, which I think is fun. So we'll get to see a couple of garment whips. The first prize is from White Rose Fiber Company. It is a sock pouch in a pattern of your choice. And that winner is Taffy Apron. Maybe it's apron. I always see these different every time I see your names. But this is a crocheted garment. I think it's called the Rosewood cardigan. So I was happy to see a crochet project get up here. The next prize is from Bella Fio. It is a DK weight, or no, I'm sorry. It's not a DK weight. We have several DK. It might be DK. I can't remember. It's a sock set and it's called Christmas Grinch. And you will be getting this set right here. It's a self-striping. It might be DK. It might be fingering weight. It will be a surprise. And that winner is Endless Stitches by Sarah. You can see Sarah's newborn vertebrae sweater here, which is really fun. I love those colors. Our next prize is, let me look at my notes, is a DK weight sock set. And it is from Mandy's Makings. It is her first day of fall DK weight sock set. And the winner of this sock set is Anasaurus K. You can see right here, Anna is working on her, oh wait, I think I cut it off. I think it was called like Autumn something. I can't remember when I was looking at your post, but I love the Tweety green and your cute little stitch markers and your fireplace here. These are all randomly chosen by a random generator, but I do like look at your posts and see what you've been working on because it's very fun. I love giving out these prizes. Just a couple more. The next prize is from Gypsy Soul Fibers, and it is the Cosmos Fingering Weight Sock Set. And the winner of this prize is Little Amygdala 1, another crochet project. I like this a lot too. It made me actually want to go get out my crochet this morning. And so I got out my scrappy project and worked on my granny stripe blanket. And our last prize is Lily Ray Crochet Company. This is a wool wash trio, and I didn't write down the exact scents, but it was like apple and like all these like amazing fall things. So you're really gonna like this one. And the winner is I'm Inverted, another Tweety amazing sweater right here. So if you won one of these prizes, if you will just shoot me an email and I will make sure we get you connected with the person who is going to be sending your prize. All right. Yay, Courtney, you were here to get see that you're a winner. So I'm so excited for you. It was so much fun. All right, let's see what you guys are talking about. Oh, I see you finished a cabled vest for your 9-month-old, made a dress and a vest for your 4-year-old, a teddy bear, a pair of socks, half of a second pair of socks, and you have one sleeve left on an adult pullover. That's an amazing amount of knitting for those 3 months. That's awesome. Oh, somebody said I should make a tee with the pink yarns to wear under the sweater. That would be pretty cute. I probably will have enough yarn to make something, a very small garment, a very tiny garment afterwards. But yeah, that would be cute to have just a pink shirt with a pink sweater. That could be really fun. Hannah has a question on the stitches that get purled through the back loop on the right side row. Oh, I like this question. On the right side row, would you be able to wrap the yarn the wrong way to make it easier to get into the back side of those stitches? Huh. I have never thought to do that. Maybe. I think it's worth messing around with because I still have a lot of twisted rib to go. It'll be a little easier when I get on the sleeves because it'll just be twisted knits, and that I find way easier than twisted purls. So that shouldn't be an issue, but the flat knitting with the twisted purls, especially the first row, takes me like twice as long as any of the other rows. And then I think once I get it like established, it's like that whole column is now twisting, has like a twisted motion, and it's easier to get into them after that. Still not very comfortable or as comfortable as the knitting through the back loop, but it does help. So I'm actually literally on the row right before the first row of twisted rib or twisted purls. So I might play around with that and see. I really like that suggestion. Thank you, Hannah. Laura said, made the flax pullover for my grandpa and test knit the Yoho jumper by Bluebird Pine. Oh, I love that. All right, you all, this was so much fun today. I really, really enjoyed doing this, you know, a little bit differently. I think it was really fun. So you have to let me know if you enjoyed getting to, you know, have other people come in and share, because I think that's so much fun to actually see other people and not just like, you know, through the chat box and YouTube. I thought that was really fun. So you have to let me know if you like that, or if you have even like other ideas for what we could do with that. I think that could be really, really fun. I definitely enjoyed it. Oh, this was loads of fun. Yay. I am so, so glad you enjoyed it. If you are a prize winner, again, send me an email and I will be working on your prizes throughout the rest of the week. Not today, because today's Sunday. It's time to go knit. Actually, I need to go get some groceries because we like never bought groceries last week. And we like really don't actually keep a lot here. And so we were truly scrambling to find things to eat. So we really need to go get groceries today. Let's see. I loved it. It was like a knitting group. Yeah, it was fun, but you wouldn't want to be on YouTube. I totally get that. I think that we can definitely have some events where we're just, you know, here on Zoom. And for me now, and for quite a few of the people that were on Zoom today, it's kind of second nature now because we do it so much in our membership, which is what we do like all the time, is hang out on Zoom, and it's really, really fun. So yeah, maybe we can have some things where we're just on Zoom, nothing on YouTube, and just get to hang out as a group. It's a lot of fun. Yay, Wendy, I'm so glad you had a great time. All right, everyone, have a wonderful, excellent rest of your day. Enjoy your Sunday and do a lot of knitting, and don't get too worried about anything else you have to do. I'm saying this to myself. Relax, do some knitting. It's going to be fun. You love seeing everyone's projects. Yay, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next thing. And I'm going to go ahead and, if you're still on Zoom, you know, stay for a second if you'd like to. I'm going to stop the live